I now call the regular city council meeting for the Abbeville City Council to order November 3rd, 2023, 5:30 p.m. Kathy, can I get a roll call?
Yes, ma'am. Councilman Campbell.
Here.
Councilwoman Broussard.
Here.
Councilman Broussard.
Here.
Councilman Tucci.
Here.
Councilman Hardy.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Okay, having a quorum present, we will stand for the prayer and the pledge. I'm going to ask Councilman Carlton Campbell to lead us in the prayer.
Lord's Prayer in unison, please.
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Amen. Councilman Broussard, would you like to lead us in the pledge?
Please face the flag and join me. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we open up for public comments, the DECA Club is supposed to give a presentation. They're running a little late. So I would like a motion to amend and let's just add it right under new business before number 1. They should be here by then.
I move.
Okay. All right, a motion and a second to move presentation to the beginning under new business. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, public comments. Before getting started, we're going to allow for public comments on any agenda item. Any public comments before we proceed? Hearing none, we'll move on to personnel. Personnel, item number 1, update from Chief Mike Hardy on personnel. Just give a brief update on what's happened this week.
Yes, ma'am. We have 2 officers that have left the police department. One abandoned his job, but he moved toward, on the other side of Baton Rouge, was unable to attend the police academy. The academy dropped him, and we dropped him also because he's not able to go to the academy consistently. Our second person resigned this week, Mr. Dwayne Schicksnyder, and the first one was William Brawley, the last one that we hired.
So Chief, the first one, since he's a newbie, how much money did we incur that is going to be taxpayers' dollars? Are we recurring any monies from this?
We're going to get anything that we spend on him besides salary, we'll get back from him because he's going to have to pay it back.
He's going to owe him. We're going to have to look at his numbers. I don't have that dollar figure.
Yes,
Do you have it, Chief?
Yes, we'll get everything back. Fontana Center, the physical, the drug test, all that stuff will be.
It's about 500.
What about the second one, the one that resigned?
The second one, we will get everything from him also because he only has about 8 months with us. And he has to be here 3 years.
And we did, for both of these, we do have signed paperwork?
Yes, sir, we have contracts.
Make sure that they get, and make sure that their termination and resignation get turned into fire and police civil service, please.
All right,
Okay. All right, and then also, is there anything else under that item number?
That's it.
Okay. Item number 2, to recommend the hiring of 2 police officers, Chief Mike Hardy.
Yes, I have 2 recommendations for hire. I have Mr. Kevin Williams and Mr. Noah Skinner. I sent the information to the mayor. You guys have really nice backgrounds, very courteous guys, respectful, very attentive. Any questions I've asked them so far, I'm recommending them for hiring.
Full certified?
None,
Neither.
neither one.
And it's my understanding Mr. Williams does live on North Louisiana and Abbeville, so he's a local guy, so glad to have him.
And Mr. Noah does live on Mott Avenue.
Board, so from within the community.
Mr. Williams, would you have someone by the name of Kevin in your family?
Yes, sir.
Happy to have you here, sir. You come from good stock.
I'm going to call Kevin first, okay, before I agree to anything.
And I'll make a motion that we hire these 2 gentlemen that you presented to us.
I second.
Motion and a second, welcome y'all.
Sorry.
Do I have any questions or comments? Yeah, I'll give it to y'all to look for a second. I'm sorry, the chief did bring this Friday, but I was out with the omelet and it's been a hectic day, so I didn't get that to y'all before, but I did review all of his comments and I do agree with his recommendation. But it is up to you guys. Yeah, it's just one copy. I'll pass it, give y'all a minute to look at it.
Any police experience from either one of these gentlemen?
No, sir.
Mr. Skinner has very little, but he left police work, it was at a time of them having their first child.
Mr. Skinner, if you don't mind me asking, what's your address on Mount Avenue?
It's 706, sir.
Right across the street from the fire department.
It's not far from me. Thank you.
He's about 2 blocks from Mr. Quayle.
Thank you.
And gentlemen, y'all heard what we just talked about in the last, we had 2 resign, that you guys are gonna have to sign a contract and commit. And again, we're hoping that you guys are here for a long time and not resulting in what you guys heard previous in the conference. But you guys will have to sign off on that to make sure that our taxpayers' dollars have not just been spent on people that are just taking us through it and we having to recur all these funds back, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Tony, can you pass that down when you finish?
Kevin, you think you're as good as Rick?
I thought it'd be better than him.
Any questions, guys?
Hold on, give them 1 second, please. They didn't get a chance to review it before the meeting, so.
You know, y'all asked for post-certified, and it would be probably cheaper, but this way we gotta get them the way we want them. They don't have any old habits.
And the next
Oh,
academy, we thinking will be in January.
It'll be after the first of the year, I'm not sure when, but the academy going on right now, we have a guy that's gonna graduate December 15th.
Good.
It's actually a little better for them to get to ride on the street and learn before they go over there.
That's it. Been telling
Mr.
them about it.
Skinner, was your mother a security guard at one time?
No, sir.
Good. We have a motion and a second on the floor to move forward with the hiring based on the chief's interview and my recommendation. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Welcome aboard, guys.
Congratulations,
Thank you for being
gentlemen.
part of the team. All right, we moved presentation, so we're gonna skip that right now. We're gonna move on to minutes and approval of bills. So item number 1, to approve the minutes from the October 3rd, 2023 and October 17th, 2023 regular city council meetings and the October 17th, 2023 committee meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, to ratify bills paid in the month of October 2023.
I move.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, that's it for minutes and approval of bills. Now we're going to move on to new business, and we moved the presentation by Ms. Danielle Alamont, Abbeville High School teacher and DECA Club sponsor, and club members to present the DECA program to the audience and the city council. Will you please come up?
Is there a way to put up a slide?
You have your computer?
Yep. Can you?
That's set up for you. Would y'all like to speak a little bit about what DECA is while introduce yourselves while she does that real quick? You got it quick? Oh, get it. No, I guess I thought you
Hello,
were bringing
I'm
it.
Nakira Bell. I'm AHS DECA's chapter president. Hello.
Hi, I'm Kim Teacher and I'm out of High School.
We might
Vice
have to do
President
that, yeah.
Finance.
Up.
Good evening. My name is Riley Baptiste and I am the VP of Hospitality.
I'm Ms. Baptiste.
My name is Emma Tran and I'm the Vice President of Marketing.
I am.
Hi, I'm Melissa Mine. I'm the Vice President of Leadership.
Welcome.
Thank you all.
Thank you for having us. Okay, we have a slideshow, but
my cables are attached to my Promethean board at school, so I didn't know how to bring them. So sorry.
Christian might be going to get you some, but go ahead and start with
And
that.
so I'm gonna put it because that's kind of their guide to go through it. But hi, my name is Danielle Alamo. I'm a business teacher at Abbeville High, and we just wanted to come here and talk to y'all a little bit about our DECA club and what we're trying to build at Abbeville High through this club. So here are my officers. We have 6, but one's not here. Here's my 5 officers. So they just kind of introduce themselves. So they're gonna do this little slideshow to guide them and tell you a little bit about what we do. Like some. Take it away. No, because I can't. Just use this as a guide.
Okay, as I said again, my name is Sakira Bell, and I'm EHS DECA's chapter president. And I would like to recite our motto for DECA that we strive to always implement in our school and the community. Preparing emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management. That is what we strive to do. A professional academic organization for high school students and college students. DECA focuses on marketing, entrepreneurship, travel, hospitality, and tourism, finance, fashion, business administration, and management. DECA is a co-curricular club, so it coincides with any business curriculum that school might implement in school. Yeah.
You're doing good.
DECA's competitive events deal with the national standards covering 4 curricula clusters. Marketing, finance, hospitality, tourism, and business management, all under the circle of entrepreneurship. So that is what we really like want our students to grow in when they're in DECA. DECA activities can contribute to develop citizens who display self-confidence, self-esteem, leadership ability, professional skills, 21st century soft skills, and forward direction. DECA is the only student organization operating in all 50 states, the U.S. territories, Canada, Germany, Mexico, Korea, China, and other countries. There are over 225,000 members in high school DECA and collegiate DECA. DECA is comprised of 7 positions that all operates as a business would, starting with the CEO or the advisor, Ms. Danielle, who is over me, the president, the VP of leadership, the VP of career development, the VP of marketing, the VP of finance, and the VP of hospitality.
Each year, Louisiana DECA provides competitive event preparation along with leadership and professional workshops at the Fall Competitive Excellence Conference, which we attended this fall, the Sports Marketing Career Conference, which we're going to attend in January, and the State Career Development Conference, which all students hope to attend. Sports Marketing Conference they will have a marketing minute. The students will visit stations around the Smoothie King Center, listening to corporate leaders talk about their jobs, ending the night with a fantastic game against the Pelicans.
I would like to introduce myself again. My name is Demi Tran, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing. Now I'd like to tell you more about the State Conference. At the State Conference, students compete in about 40 events related to the national standard in 4 career clusters and in 3 different competitive event styles. Some event involve students taking a 100-question objective test which happened before the State Conference. At State, we will be given a role-play scenario of several business situations that we will have to look through. These are some individual series role-play events. Accounting application, apparel and accessories marketing, automotive series marketing, business finance series, business service marketing, customer service, entrepreneurship series, food marketing series, hotel and lodging management series. Students have 10 minutes to review the role-play scenario and jot down notes that can be brought with them during discussion. Students will get up to 10 minutes with the judge. Judge will double-check professional attire and will deduct points for any dress code violation.
Thank you.
I'm here again. The decision team-making role play is about when students have 30 minutes to review a case, which is an interview. Students should cover all competencies and performance indicators. Students will meet with a judge for up to 15 minutes and present their solutions. The judge will then ask questions. They will also double-check their professional attire and add constructive criticism to the evaluation. The judge may also deduct 5 points if the attire is not up to par. Once again, my name is Melissa Mai. I am the Vice President of Leadership, and I'll be explaining the professional dress code for competitions. For girls, they are allowed to wear long skirts that go to the knee, dress pants, long sleeve blouses. They are not allowed to wear sleeveless shirts, and if they were to wear a button-up shirt, they must wear a scarf and a blazer with it. I really got Candy to see that she had on the DECA scarf and blazer. For shoes, they must be closed-toe shoes. If not, then a peep toe is acceptable. If girls are wearing heels, they must wear 1.5 inches. For boys, they are required to wear slacks, a button-up shirt, and a blazer with a tie or bow tie, and their appropriate dress shoes. DECA blazers are also required to compete at nationals.
Hello, I'm back. As DECA progresses through the school year, we strive to attend as many national conventions as we can. There is a whole list of national conferences, but the one in particular that we strive to attend, like Abbeville's chapter, is the International Career Development Conference. That is a conference that is something that we need to work on. Well, we need to work on to be in attendance of.
And where is it located?
This year it's in Anaheim, California. So
Oh,
when we go to state, if our kids place, like I think it's first and second place in any category, they get invited to go to nationals. So
And last year
We're
was
going to
their
nationals.
first year,
yeah,
and they placed and were qualified to go to nationals, but because it was their first year, they weren't prepared
yeah.
financially to go to nationals. So their goal this year is to do as well or better and
Oh,
actually
really?
attend
Sure.
nationals, correct?
We have, last year I had 12 members. This year I have 30 members that have paid already. So I plan on bringing all of them to the state competition in Baton Rouge. And that's where, I know someone's gonna place. I mean,
And
I plan on having a few, a little group. So,
read my lips, I can help fundraise with you, I can start right here at this table.
But also, I wanna also commend Danielle. I've known Danielle for a very long time, since the 3rd grade. And she brought DECA back to, or brought DECA here and actually wrote a grant, and they're gonna be eventually opening a gift shop, merchandise shop, where they're gonna print their own materials and stuff, their own, I'll let you talk about it. I don't need to
we're
present it for
gonna
you.
get there.
So they learn
touch
to write
on-
business plans, they learn, all the stages of operating a business, so it's a great thing in our schools, and we want to celebrate when our schools have positive things happening, and I think the DECA Club is a step in the right direction,
For
so
sure.
we just wanted to recognize y'all and say thank you and keep going, and if we can help in any way, we'd love to help you guys.
Can I explain a little bit about the
Yep.
finance part?
Sure.
So like, so every year, last year was our first year back. So from what I heard, I had never heard of DECA ever till last year. And I meet people all the time that say, oh, what, like, that are, in their 70s and stuff. Oh, I was in Abbeville High DECA. And I was like, what? Like they had that. It was very different back then. Now, it's a club for any kids. Any kid that is interested in just learning how to better prepare themselves for careers. So we talk to all kinds of, like at the Smoothie King Center, we talk to people in HR, marketing, all aspects of business that control the Superdome and the Smoothie King Center. They learn so much, they compete, they learn to talk to people, like they're not used to doing like interview type things, and these competitions prepares them for that. It gives them experience. So I get a grant every year. This year I got $2,000 from Mara. It's a state organization that helps fund stuff like this, and $2,000 that goes to conference fees. That doesn't pay for lodging. So we went to the fall conference, and I only brought 5 officers, me and one other chaperone, and that ate $1,000 of that grant. So I have $1,000 left. I plan on taking 30 kids to New Orleans. After that, we're going to state. That's going to be about $150 per kid. And then nationals is going to be about $1,500 per kid. So none of that money will be left. And we're going to fundraise. The store that we are making for school, so it's through DECA. So DECA is the ones that encourage you to build a store. So we can use store funds for DECA. So we are trying to get that going. That's our big thing right now we're trying to get running so that we can start paying for their conference fees. Because if my ultimate goal is for them to not have to pay for stuff, or very little. So to go to these things, because these are like amazing experiences for them. So
And you'll learn a lot.
yes.
Practical experience that can be used in the business environment for years.
Y'all can get the same presentation in front of the school board, and I'm sure they may be able to come up with some funds.
They should.
Well, how do we do that? We don't know, like,
So we don't know how to
Kiwanis,
navigate the political system, and that's why I recommended she come present here first.
the Kiwanis, let us talk last year, and they donated to us. They were the first ones to donate.
Good.
And actually, they were, we were able, so that conference we went to, $1,000 went to their conference fees, and I got a bill for $585, and I had that money in my DECA account. So we had the money so far, but it's not very big. But we're,
Yeah.
I will figure it out. Like, I will do anything for these kids. So like,
That's
we will
awesome.
figure it out. So
Yeah, like me and my girlfriends each got together and bought some blazers.
yes.
So that they wouldn't have to buy their blazers, so that was something that we did.
These blazers are $80 a piece, and we have two. This is one of them. I have two more from some friends of Rosalind's that have donated that we're gonna order. So we'll have 4. But I'm trying to build the collection because they don't have to have them for state, but a lot of schools have them because they've been having their clubs
And
forever.
you would like to see them.
Yeah, but for nationals they have to have them. So, but thank y'all very much for having us.
Any
If
questions?
y'all can help us get the word out about our club, would be great.
Now, if anybody asks, you know what it is.
Yeah,
That's right.
and I noticed the dress code hasn't changed.
Oh my goodness.
Kiwanis, and I remember we gave y'all a donation last year.
Yes. No, it is the same, and it was crazy strict, which is fun. I mean, and they love. I'm like, oh, they're gonna die having to put these scarves on. Oh no, they were like, they love it. They really do. So it's all good.
Good job. Any other questions for them?
Yes, so we didn't get to the end because I know we were taking too long, but we do have a Facebook page. We just made, our little marketing girl, Emma, made our Facebook page and Instagram page. It's AHS, our Instagram is ahs.deca club, and our Facebook page is, yes, oh, I should know that, I'm the one who made that one. I'm Vermilion Deca.
And
And we
Trish
post
is sitting in
our
the front as our digital media assistant for the city, so she handles all of our digital.
I'm about to tag you on Instagram.
Awesome.
Okay, well, thank you. Y'all are welcome to stay, but you're also welcome to leave if you don't feel like staying. We're gonna move on with the rest of the business, but thank y'all for coming and presenting. Good job.
Thank y'all.
Keep up the good work.
You're very nervous. Them by chance?
And support our Lions football team.
Oh, yeah, they're doing good.
Go off. Y'all can go, I'm gonna do it myself.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Great job.
Have a good night.
Thank you for your time.
Student of the year just left.
I know. Oh, did she win? I interviewed, but I didn't get an update on who won. I did do the interview process. Okay, we're gonna move on to new business. Item number 1 under new business is the Roderick Darby with Vermilion Reach Group to discuss events for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. ID.
So the Vermilion Reach Group took over at Martin Luther King Day, and we are now moving it downtown. We wanted to make it more inclusive to everybody in the community and not a certain section of the community. The Vermilion Reach Group is big on getting participation from the whole community. So it will start from a march on State Street, come down in the front of the courthouse, turn left on Concord, and we will have a presentation in the front of the square. I talked with Chris. Chris is going to have some roads that are going to be blocked off for that day. It will start at 9 o'clock. We will still have the stump service. Mr. Collins is going to do some give some words about the stump service, the origination of it. We have a new pastor that's in the community. He's been here for 9 months. So we're going to use him for words of encouragement to create that engagement and make him feel welcome and a part of the community. So after that, we have approval from the Vermilion Parish School Board to utilize a school bus. So nobody will be exempt from participating. We will have routes set up from different churches to pick up people within the community if they want to participate. So the theme of it is a day on, not a day off. So guess what? If you're out of school, out of work, it's not a day off, it's a day on. So again, it's downtown. We want to attract people more downtown. So guess what? We're making it happen. So we got transportation. The local churches are willing to also utilize their transportation to pick up people in the community for MLK Day. So after the stump from 9 to 9:30, we're going to move directly here on State Street by Abbeville Electric, line up. I've always envisioned a march, about 300 people just walking down, different ethnic groups, people from different parts of this community walking and just showing the unity in Vermilion Parish. And we always saying Abbeville is the seat here for Vermilion Parish. Let's make it happen. And so we're going to do our part to make sure that this day is unique and special and that people know that Abbeville is the real deal. So like I said, we get participation from everybody. If you guys can help us with the Asian community, we got somebody that's working on the Latin community. And we just want them to be participating in the program, not also the march, but the program. Like I said, for years it's been in one section, and guess what? Now we got an opportunity to get everybody to participate. Also, we're hosting a MLK Gala. We're not doing a prayer breakfast anymore. So that gala will be on January the 6th at Magdalene Place. We have sponsorships from ExxonMobil, the city. We appreciate your sponsorship, Royal Fit Nutrition, and different other businesses locally. We raised a lot of money, over $10,000 in sponsorship. So again, everything we're doing is unique and is the first of its kind. I always look for solutions. You know, I don't look at problems and create more problems. So VRG is happy to take this and make it bigger. And like I said, if we all work together, we can continue to make lasting change. We want the kids to be able to function in this event for MLK Day. I've gotten participation from VC and Magdalene, the church, St. Mary Magdalene. For a long time, you know, people have said, oh, this person don't want to participate. So I reached out to these people and we're getting participation from VC. So the racism stuff, let's get it out of the way and let's just unify and show people that we're one in this community. So again, I'm able to bring people together. So there's no excuse why any of you guys shouldn't be there if you're not doing something important. It's not a day off, it's a day on. So that's all I got to say on that. And like I said, we'll keep y'all updated. And MLK is on January the 15th. The program starts at 9. Stump service ends at 9:30. Program here downtown starts at 10, ends at 2. And if you have anybody that want to participate, the DECA Club, they're participating. We got students from the Beta Clubs participating from the other schools in the parish. So we're going to do our part. And like I said, it takes all of us. So that's all I got on that. Y'all have any questions for me?
Chris has his hand up.
Yeah, I just want to tell Chief that I'll get together with you. I got the details on it.
Good deal.
You can approve the road closings for us, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
Roderick, the smaller communities in the parish that's not having a Martin Luther King Day celebration, did you contact them and ask them
Yeah,
to
so we've been working with the schools right now to get participation, and then once we start marketing, we're definitely going to market out and then do like news interviews and things like that. So I had a meeting today and we're going to do marketing. And when we do marketing, anything we do, that's why it's called the Vermilion Reach Group and not Abbeville. So we focus on the needs of the whole parish and we put a memo out to everybody. Everybody in Vermilion Parish, the superintendent, he's been doing a good job of communicating that to all of the schools in the parish and getting the word out. Now, if nobody shows, if they don't participate, that's on them. But we definitely get the word out. Yeah. So nobody's exempt from Delton to Gaydon, they get the word. And the people that we have on the committee is from different parts of the parish and community. So yeah.
Thank you for your enthusiasm and for heading it up. I'm looking forward to this year's event. We're glad to be a co-host with you guys. And anything you need from us, I think you know you have our support. he originally put this on here, he thought he needed a permit, but he doesn't. We are co-hosting it with him, so we don't need to take any action, but just wanted you guys to be abreast of what's going on.
And it is a reoccurring event
It is,
annually.
it is.
Thank you, Mr. Darby.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else on that one? Okay, if not, we'll move on to item number 2. Number 2 is discussion and possible action if needed for the Veterans Heritage Festival at the Louisiana Military Museum on November 10th and 11th. Dr. Elista Istre.
Well, thank you very much. I just wanted to say thank you to the city, thank you to the mayor for always supporting the museum. We really appreciate it. Working with the police chief, fire chief, it just, public works, it just makes it all come together so much easier for me and for all of us. It is Friday and Saturday, this Friday and Saturday. I want to extend a personal invitation to all of you. I hope that you can make it. It is free and open to the public. The hours are from 10 to 4, rain or shine. We may have to pivot and move some things indoors depending on what the weather does. But this is really an opportunity to come together as a community, again, and honor our veterans and our active duty service members as well. The National Guard will be out there. We partner with other organizations. Some of our presenters are coming in from out of state. They're driving long distances to be here. And most of them are veterans themselves. So this means a lot. And just having your presence there, having a lot of people there, shows them that people actually took time out of their day and they care. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will be around. I have some flyers and some printouts if anybody has businesses or things like that where they would like to put them up.
You might want to leave a few in the front too for them. And for those of you who haven't attended before, this is really a unique event that Dr. Elista has curated. She actually, volunteers come in and they dress in period clothing and stay in character, and they have different stations of every war.
Right.
And the kids get to interact with them, and they're talking to them like they are actually from, you know, the World War II or World War I, and staying in character. She usually sets up a obstacle course for the kids, and they show them how to throw, you know, grenades and different things. So it's a fun it's a fun and very educational and meaningful celebration of our Louisiana military roots and our veterans. So it is a wonderful event. I go every year and I assist in it, and I encourage everyone to experience it.
Appreciate that. And I'll leave this here if anybody would like them.
Thank you.
Help us spread the word.
And we're partnering with her, and
Yes.
she's a recurring event, but she doesn't need any permits. It's mostly on private property,
Yes.
with the exception of a little bit of the road in between.
It's our third annual. Time keeps flying.
It does.
But
Any
every year
questions
we
for
try to
Dr.
make it
Elista? No? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. Thank you.
better. Thank you.
Item number 3, discussion with the property owner of 112 Martin Luther King Drive pertaining to dilapidated structure, junk, garbage, rubbish, and long grass on property, and authorize action if needed. Is the property owner of 112 Martin Luther King Drive present?
Is that the one on the corner of Retail and Martin?
The record per the Vermilion Parish tax assessor is a Fenton Petrie Jr. From Texas.
Yeah.
Those, good evening, Mayor, Council. Those pictures are taken this afternoon. I went back out there just to refresh with it because that case is rather old. Based off of what I've seen today, there's a few areas of concern, but overall, the structure is recoverable. It's in the state that it's in right now. Not necessarily one of the more dire ones that needs to be up for condemnation immediately. I spoke to the property owner after they received the notification of the hearing. The owner is an elderly man. He's sick. They live in Manville, Texas, and they had initially wanted to get the property on the grant. That the paperwork never got back to the city, so we had to go ahead and move forward with the process. They wish to donate it at this time.
They wish to donate it to the city?
Yes, sir. So I spoke to the mayor about it, the whole legal aspect of that, but
Yeah, and board, I don't think we've ever, so let me state something. So I don't think board we never got a resolution to the last one that brought this to the floor. That is something we're still working on. So what we did with the last property, that one was recommended for condemnation. We condemned it and we moved to take it under advisement of the attorney because of that. I don't know if you guys want to handle this the same, and then when board has the legal research done on whether or not how we should proceed in this, do we go ahead and just tear it down and lien the property like we normally would, or is by accepting it on donation and not dealing with the adjudication process legal, and is that a way to shorten and clean up the process? That was something that board is researching still, so this one just came up before we got an answer on it. So I just wanted to state that before y'all took any action, how we handled the last one. What was your question, Councilman Tucci?
So it's this property here?
Mm-hmm.
No, the property owners didn't reach back out to me on that.
Okay.
I have it, the registered property owner is Wilford and Janine Pilette Green of 308 North Miles. That's who it was noticed to.
That's who owns it. My personal knowledge, that's who
Okay.
owns it.
And so have we heard from the property owner at all on it,
They
or what
haven't
their
reached out
intentions
to
were?
me on
No.
So
Okay,
we can move without.
so we do have a motion and a second on the floor. This was their chance to come and say what they wanted to do with it. We have a motion and a second on the floor to condemn and move forward with demolition. Any questions or comments from the audience? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, next item. Item number 5, discussion with the property owner of 404 North Bailey pertaining to the dilapidated structure, overgrowth, trash, and other rubbish on the property, and to authorize action if needed. Is the property owner from 404 North Bailey present? They are not. 404 North Bailey. Let's see. Electa Foster from Prairie Avenue in Abbeville. This one is absolutely needing condemnation. I don't know if you can see how dilapidated it is. There is a lot of crime and other issues going on. It was burnt. This is actually my old district. It's Councilman, I believe 404 should still be in your district, right on the line, but do we have a motion to move forward, or do we have a second? Do we have any questions or comments?
Move to demolition.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Motion and a second to demolish and abate all nuisances.
And I'm not sure of the process on how to speed it up. I will look into it because this one has been associated with crime or criminal activity, whether it be squatters or the
You're talking about with the lien and the abatement, the
Yes,
lien
yes,
and the adjudication.
reports have that the undesirables are using it to harbor their activity.
Chief, you familiar with the structure? Okay. All right, well, we will move forward with the demolition, and if board can do anything to shorten the timeline that it sits on the tax records, we will do so. Any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, discussion with the property owner of 814 Solomon pertaining to the burnt, dilapidated structure, junk and rubbish on the property, and authorize any action if needed. Is the property owner from 814 Solomon present?
On your devices.
Another one that was burned. I know we've had a lot of trouble with this property, including them lighting fires, and we keep sending the fire department back and forth.
Move to demolish.
Yeah, so.
Second.
All right. Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7, to accept the recommendation from the Abbeville Planning Commission to grant a variance for Walmart's existing freestanding sign, which is 30 feet in height.
I move. Second.
Okay, motion and second, council. Our ordinance reads maximum 20 foot, but since they're just replacing the facing, they're redoing all of their signage at Walmart as an updated plan. Kim, do you want to say anything? I know.
No, Mayor, I think the structure's remaining the same, as is official.
It's the same thing we did with Sean Hines when they bought Robbie's,
So
so.
we keep Walmart happy.
Yep, okay, motion and second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Items 8, 9, and 10, it's gonna be my recommendation that we table. We put them on the agenda, and as I was looking through the backup, it looks like there was some discrepancy on whether or not there was asbestos, so we're gonna rebid them, with us letting the contractors know what the Ampol asbestos report said. So I would like to rebid those 3, structures to make sure we get apples to apples bids.
I mean, we take,
Okay, motion and a second to table items 8, 9, and 10. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Items are tabled. Item number 11, to adopt the City of Abbeville vehicle use policy.
I move.
Okay, motion and a second on the floor, council. This comes as a recommendation. We've had a lot of incidents with city vehicles recently, and going over those incidents, we realized we found an old policy that had been written but never adopted. We went over it, Chris, myself, Bort, and the insurance agents. We think that this is a good policy just to put in place so that anyone driving a city vehicle knows what's expected and what is not allowed with them.
And y'all gonna go over this with the employees and y'all gonna have them sign off?
Hold on, Chris, yeah, we will be going over this with the employees and having them sign off on it,
Sure, we're gonna
yes.
give them all a copy of it.
And make sure that they sign, we'll have a
Have a
sign.
safety meeting on the 14th, so that'll be part of the safety meeting.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 12, to request the Municipal Employees Civil Service Board to consider an amendment to Municipal Civil Service Rule 7, Annual Leave and Other Leaves of Absence, Section 2, Sick Leave, and Section 4, Leave of Absence Without Pay.
I move, I read it and it's very thoroughly self-explanatory.
Okay, motion and a second. Any questions or comments at this time? Okay, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 13, to adopt a resolution to authorize the mayor to execute an assignment of lease concerning Valor and Gulf Coast Operators LLC.
Move. Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 14, to adopt a resolution requesting financial assistance from the state of Louisiana under the fiscal year 2023-2024 for the Local Government Assistance Program and Community Water Enrichment Fund Program.
Move.
Second. Motion and a second on the floor. Any questions or comments? This is something we do annually. Actually, I was told that the LGAP can be used to abate nuisances on property owned by the city. So my intention with that one, it's usually 20,000 or less, would be to see if we have any properties that are already under the city's umbrella that might have a structure that needs to be removed that was adjudicated to us, and if so, possibly use the funding to abate one of those properties, since we are trying to clean up property around the city, and if not, we'll think of another recommendation for it, but it's a small grant that we get every year from the state. And the water enrichment, we usually use it for valves, because God knows we need it, we replace enough of them around the city. Valves and ports for the water plant.
And that LGAP, that's an acronym.
Yeah, LGAP, Local Government Assistance Program. What happens is the police jury applies, I think, for the whole parish, right? And there's an agreement that a certain, whatever percentage of, Mr. Jean, I'm looking at you to tell me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it go through the parish and each municipality gets a little bit of it? Is this that one? Or am I messing it all up?
I'm not familiar.
Okay, don't worry about it.
All right.
I know it's less than 20,000 and I'll let you know. We won't know until it's awarded.
But I'm not familiar.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 15, to approve partial payment estimate number 8 in the amount of $72,855.50 payable to Shaw Construction for the funding year 2021 LCDBG sewer rehab project.
Move. Second.
Motion and a second. Mr. Jean, you want to say something?
I just wanted to say that they're finishing with the smoke testing for the repairs of the leaks. All of them that was required in Mont Carmel are done. And we're now in the not Martin Luther King, but Green area on that other section. They have one left to repair, and they have problems locating the owner of the property to be able to get on there. But I'm gonna get with Chris and see if those people still occupy the facility or not.
And if you give Ms. Terry the address or Mr. Colton, they may know who owns it and where they can be, look, it's off of Green Street.
Yeah, but what's the address?
I don't know right now, but if he does give you the address later, we
Yeah, I'll have to give you the address.
y'all might know.
In other words, there's only certain that qualify to below the moderate income, and those are the ones that we can fix. Those that doesn't qualify, they can't be fixed.
We smoke tested the pipe as part of the grant, and they identified a leak on private property, on this property off of Green Street.
Yeah.
They have to let the property owner know, although they already filled out some paperwork, they have to let the property owner know that they're ready to make that repair, and it doesn't come at a cost to the property owner, but they can't locate the property owner at this point to be able to go on and repair it. So that's what's going on with that one.
Call me in the morning, Mr. Dean.
And there are some which the leaks are underneath the house, because we're not allowed to go under the house, under slabs, under carport. So those are just established as unacceptable, and they count as though you had fixed them, because you can't get to them. So we need to try to give them the maximum that we can to qualify for the program. And with those, we will qualify for the program.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 16, to approve payment of partial payment estimate number 1 in the amount of $31,201.20 payable to Southern Constructors LLC relative to the new fishing pier and wharf at Lippy Drive-In Park.
I wanna use that somewhere.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any questions or comments? It's mostly materials in the mow bin right now at this point. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yes, most of the bond money and insurance and contract signing. So it doesn't show except in the bank.
Have we started work there already?
They moved. Okay, Chris checked it out today.
They started, so it's
Oh, yeah.
too late for me to take that and put that somewhere else. Okay,
Way too late.
all right.
All right, if there are no other questions or comments at this time, we'll move forward. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 17, to ratify expenses for the repairs to the UV treatment system at the wastewater treatment plant. The cost is estimated to be right around $30,000.
Move,
Second.
Okay, motion and a second, Chris, brief.
The UV treatment system is the last stage of disinfection for the sewer treatment plant. This money is for the bulbs, the quart sleeves, a technician, and any other electrical repairs that we need. Every 2 to 3 years, you're supposed to refurbish these things, and it's been 4 years. So it's time to do it. Most of the bulbs out anyway, so.
And we went ahead and ordered because there's a long lead time on the ports.
Yeah, we
That's
got
why
a 20
ratifying it. But
Yeah, we got a
he has money in
20%
his budget
discount
to
by
do it,
a
so.
certain time, so
Okay.
we wanted to take advantage
We
of the
hadn't done
discount.
much work at the sewer plant, so he still had some room in his budget. Okay, I think I have a motion in a second, right? All right, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 18, to ratify the payment of the invoice from BIMCO in the amount of $15,000 for sewer repairs on Lorraine Street, Washington Street, and Martin Luther King Drive.
Second.
Motion and a second, any questions or comments? No?
That's good.
Everybody's good? We found a mess on the Washington, right?
Mess on the Washington, a mess on Lorraine, and a big mess on MLK, but we fixed it right, so we shouldn't have any more trouble.
Okay, good, good.
No.
All right, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 19, discussion pertaining to the need for patrol cars and outside storage unit. Chief Mike Quarty.
Yes, ma'am. I've been keeping track of our cars, maintenance on all our cars since I've been there in July on 22. And we're getting up to where a lot of our cars are up in 100+ thousand. These are cars that run 12 hours a day. And I can get a list of all this. I just put this list together today. I'm recommending 10 new cars. I'm sure we can't come up with $500,000 for cars, but we do need to look at least getting probably 5 or 6 cars here as soon as possible, because I'm starting to have them drop pretty bad.
So Chief, first of all, and again, we set a budget and.
I haven't touched the budget.
Was that again?
I haven't touched the budget for new cars or
Okay,
anything.
my point is, you can because you have the money.
Yeah.
What I'll say is that a big ask like this is just not something that.
No, this is pretty much just to discuss today. I'm not asking you to do anything, just let you know that I probably will come to you with some recommendations later on. I just wanted you to know how it is getting pretty bad.
Okay.
I even have a couple of guys here just to let you know how bad some of
Yeah,
them are.
and completely understand.
Mhm.
But, as I've always stated, that's why we have a budget process.
Mhm.
And that budget process is what you need to come in and talk to the mayor about. Like, we will bring it to the finance chairman, the committee, and we will make those decisions. But, what is your total budget there, Chief?
Total budget for new cars this year was,
No,
oh, the total
almost
budget?
5
Oh,
million right now.
about 4 million,
4.9 for 2023.
yes.
Drink a sip of water on that.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
What I could do with just a portion.
Oh, we only use what we have to.
Okay, thank you.
But that's the main thing, is just to let you know. The other thing I was bringing to the council, because it's a little bit above what I can spend without y'all's permission, I am gonna need a slab to put under the building that's in the back of the police station. The building that's there, I guess was there since it's brand new. The building's falling apart. Actually, it doesn't do what I needed to do. I needed to house the side-by-side and the 4x4 that's in the same building as the police station. I don't like the idea of gas engines inside that big closet right there, and I'm waiting for a fire to start one day. I want to put a metallic building out there, but I'm probably going to need the city employees to help me lay a slab. And I'd like to.
First of all, and I can't speak for the mayor or whatever, but I'm just saying this, have you gotten with Chris? Have you talked to what we need to do?
I met with the chief and Lieutenant Hardy out there. He showed me what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He has a cost for a building. My suggestion is you get with Chris, he'll bring back a number, and we'll look at it. If you have the money in your budget this year, then I don't have an issue with it. If you don't, we'll wait till
That's what I'll do. I just
next budget.
I want to get with, save money by going through city employees to pour cement.
And get with Chris and we'll see. Get with Chris and he'll come up with a plan.
And you probably have money to be able to.
Yes, sir.
do different
I am.
things. Okay, all right.
And that's it. It's real simple.
I'm all about it, you stay within budget.
Okay, that's it for items on the new business. Anything else, Chief?
No,
Other than that one?
ma'am, that's it.
All right, so we don't need to take any action.
No.
Old business none. Departmental reports, engineers, Mr. Jean. Nothing? Kim?
No business.
No business. Attorney, Bart?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Public Works Director, Chris?
Public Works Department is working hard. We started to go mode. I'm gonna meet with one of the contractors tomorrow to go through his properties with him. There's one guy that started cutting and he's running with it. The other guy, I'm gonna ride with him tomorrow and show him all his properties, and we'll try to make him a little bit easier into the transition of what we're doing.
Anything in my district?
Your district.
We can probably state this, but we're gonna have to take action at the next council meeting because it happened today. The road, North Airport. You wanna give a brief update on that?
Okay, so North Airport Road at Amazon, they're doing some turning radius. The road is our road. The road is falling apart, and that's where the 18-wheelers are gonna be turning and traveling. So we need to do about 600 feet. So while the construction company is there, it is a lot cheaper to fix it while they're all there. It's about $30,000 cheaper to fix it while everybody's there.
What's the total price?
We think it's gonna be right at 42.
Yeah, so somewhere in 42 to 45.
Which we have some money in the budget.
They'll have some credits that's gonna be issued to the city on some reprocessed material.
Hey, Chris,
But what's gonna happen
Glenn
is,
Leger is a sub there now too, right?
right, so I met with his.
This project probably would have costed $80,000, but while they're out there, we can get it done for like 42. So I made the call today to just go ahead and get it done and we'll ratify it in the next meeting. It needs to happen. It's going to, it's going to be a problem. There's a lot of growth coming around that airport.
If you go ride it in the car, you think it's probably good. If you get down and you walk it, when it starts raining, if it ever starts raining and the 18-wheelers start, we won't have nothing left. So.
And you know we reached out to the police jury today to see if they partner. Chris and I didn't get a follow-up meeting with each other to know what came of that, but they're building their emergency command center at the end of that street, so they're going to be using the street a lot. National Guard is coming, so we're hoping that they'll partner, but if not, anyway, it has to happen. So we went ahead and made the call to make the repair.
Yeah, so I made a call or so, but I have some homework from one councilman,
Okay.
so maybe we can get some reimbursement.
So that will come up on the next meeting for ratification, but that is something that occurred just this afternoon, so just wanted y'all to know that.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get the police jury to participate in the portion of the road. Yes, ma'am.
To go mode, you start off with a number, and then everybody, okay, and you set that number.
$70 an acre, and that's based off the area. It's drawn on Google Maps, and it figures how many acres there is. And we multiply the acres times $70 an acre. You're not cutting.
That's the maximum we're gonna pay to cut an acre of property.
Right, so you're not cutting.
It's a reverse auction.
So if one property says it's 8 acres, you're not actually cutting 8 acres, but we're multiplying it times 8. You're cutting less than that. Because some of the spots on the street, you don't have to cut it. Okay?
Okay, but this is the going rate for every, or is it certain?
No, that's a going rate for everyone. Now, some of them came in cheaper because people bid against each other. So that $70 an acre might have went down to 68 an acre. It might have went down to 65 an acre.
I'm asking where you start, where you.
$70
For
an acre.
everybody, for
Yes,
every
ma'am.
property and throughout the city.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so when a property is not, you put up a property and no one bids on it, okay? Might have put it too cheap, so I'll up the price. And then you start seeing it. So I did that with 2 properties, one in Councilman Tuchet's area that nobody wanted, and one in Councilman Hardy's district, nobody wanted. I upped it $40, and somebody bid on it.
I heard about $10 an acre. You upped it 40 from 70 to.
It depends on how many acres. One of them might have been 13 acres. You
So
see?
you didn't up it $40 an
Yeah.
acre, you upped it a total of $40.
Yeah.
However many acres it was.
Yeah, the whole thing, right.
Okay.
All right.
So whether that comes out to $71 or $72 an acre. But we tried to do it fair across the district and across the city and do $70 an acre.
Yeah, here's what I want.
Mhm.
I want streets to be cut, and I don't wanna have to worry about that.
That's what
I
we're
don't wanna
working
have to
for.
worry about it either, Councilman, but I want it to be fair, and I just have to ask the questions to
And
make
I'm
sure.
not saying he's not being fair, I'm just saying that, look, it wasn't working what we were doing before, because believe it or not, I don't know where people are getting their money from. There must be a money tree somewhere. Because I'll tell you, we can't find workers to go work.
Right, yeah.
Correct.
I had doubts about it until I can be assured that, all right.
And I'm gonna work on that part of assurance tomorrow, so it'll be good. Anything else?
Cut.
Parks and Recreation Coordinator, I don't see him here. I don't know if they sent me a report. I know that we had a big softball tournament in this weekend. I did see that they finished up soccer, and they have on social media right now that they need coaches for Vermilion Biddy basketball. So I know that just off the top of my head, but I did not visit with them today, and they're not here.
They have football.
Flag football?
Football.
Oh, flag football.
I think they have 1 week left in a year-end tournament.
Okay. So, okay. And we made some progress on the handicap accessible at AECO.
We sure did.
Yep, so that's another
We're able to pour some concrete and have it ready for this past weekend for the tournament. We
Yes.
still got a few phases of that project left, so we're getting close.
All right, Mayor, I got a couple things, I'll try to go through them fast. We did start a mobility audit today. Me and some of the team went out around the courthouse and talked to people as they crossed from their parking to the courthouse and stopped for early voting and observed how traffic was flowing and observed the difficulties and talked about the accidents that they've seen and how they think those intersections could be safer. We're going to turn that information over to CPEX, who is going to use that. They've already done some renderings of what they think we might do as a proposed safety pop-up around the courthouse, but they're going to use the feedback from today's session. They're going to design that, and then we're going to have a meeting Wednesday, November 15th, which is next Wednesday. We'll have a community town hall meeting at 5:30 at the LSU Ag Center, 1105 Westport. And they're going to put some boards up with these proposed projects that we want to pop up for safety demonstrations and get feedback from the community before we actually do the demonstration in case there's something we're not thinking about, and also ask some other thought-provoking questions. So that will be a community outreach event Wednesday, November 15th. And if y'all didn't get it from Miss Lynn today, we will make sure that you guys get it, and it'll be on all of our social media channels as well as our website. So that's all part of the walkability grant that we got through LSU Ag Center and Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals. And also Lowe's decided that they want to partner with us on any materials, so that's going to be even more helpful if we need additional materials for that. And those renderings and the project themselves will be incorporated to the final design, but whatever we think works best, of the road transfer before the overlay, which should take place early 2024, hopefully, if we can get it all designed out. And you should see some big changes in downtown Abbeville soon. Also, if you didn't notice, DOTD started overlaying the intersection of Main through 167 and the turning radius onto 335. And the long-term plan, they do have some money appropriated to fix Highway 335, which is South Henry, I think for quite a distance, maybe all the way to Swear's Grocery. I don't know if all the money's been appropriated, but that project is at least on their books. I don't know when it's going to happen. Haven't gotten that update yet, but it does look like that highway will get redone by DOTD. And then we did take over the downtown streets from Main Street to Louisiana, as well as 82 from the bypass to the southern limits. It's now our street. We're waiting on them to transfer the cash, and we have to convert the signage, and Mr. Gene and them are actively working on the topographies. We're gonna run a camera through all the sewer so that any sewer issues can be addressed before we overlay the streets, so we're not having to dig up new streets because of broken sewer lines. So we're gonna take the approach that we wanna make sure the subsurface is in good shape before we spend the money on the surface. So any questions or comments about any of that before I close out? Nope, okay. Veterans Day, Friday, City Hall will be closed. That's this Friday, November 10th. And don't forget to visit the Military Museum for the 3rd Annual Veterans Heritage Festival. Also, I had a call with the Aviation Academy of Acadiana, who purchased the flight school at our airport. So they purchased the business. They're going to be building and growing the flight school operations at the airport. They have a lot of potential growth in that sector, and so it was a very encouraging call to hear their plans on how they might bring or give opportunity here locally for people who have any interest in becoming aviation pilots, aviation mechanics, and so that's an exciting opportunity for our community. They are going to do a ribbon cutting. I just found out this afternoon that it was confirmed on the 16th at 1 p.m. at the airport, which is I think a Thursday, next Thursday at 1 p.m. And the chamber is helping them with that ribbon cutting. And I think that's about all I have right now. I'm sure I have 100 more things that I'm not thinking of, but any questions for me? No? Okay, Police Chief Mike Hardy.
I have nothing if y'all have a question.
No? Okay. Fire Chief.
The only thing I have is we are continuing our hydrant painting process for another month. So if you see the trucks out with the lights on, that's what it is.
Oh, I failed to say this, but everybody did such a great job for the omelet. I know it was a stressful and didn't go as smooth as we had hoped, but the whole team, everybody did a great job, and I just wanted to say thank y'all for that. You know, I know it's not easy when we ask to put on these events, but I think it was a wonderful event and everyone enjoyed it, and we got tons of compliments on all of the city employees and fire and police and the cleanup efforts after. So good job. Tell y'all teams, good job. Okay, and that's it under departmental reports, topics for discussion. I will start with Councilman Hardy.
I just want to echo what the mayor said about the Egg Omelet Festival for the city employees. 'Cause I was out there all day. The police, the fire, Chris's crew, Stewart's crew, y'all did a great job, man. I had a good time. Thank y'all anyway.
Thank you.
Councilman Tucci.
Yeah, Chief, I just want to make sure that we're following up with these apartment complexes and they're making sure that they are following through with those video cameras and things of that sort.
They do have some new cameras at Live Oak Manor, I noticed them today.
And listen, that's great, but my point is, the stone bridge that's down there, we've already had a problem over there. I mean, are they in compliance? And what are we doing to make sure that they get where they need to? Because if something happens, I mean, we gotta have something. So let's put some teeth in it. I mean, somebody's gotta come and there's one thing that I will tell you is that I've sat at this table for 20-some years and we passed certain things as far as laws, but we didn't have any teeth in it. You came in, Bart, and you showed us that we needed to restructure these things. But if there's something that we have to do at this table, let us know, because, I mean, if we gotta revisit the ordinance, if we cut their electricity off, I'm gonna tell you this right now, they're gonna start jumping. Because that's money for that group of people, but they're not in compliance. So why does this council, why does this mayor exist when we make certain ordinances and people don't follow through? We have to have some bite to whatever we give. So I'm just gonna ask y'all to follow through. I'm glad that Live Oak Manor is doing what they need to do. But I can tell you, Old Stonebridge, they gotta be in compliance. They have to come through. And if these people need to be sent a message, let's find a way to send them a message.
I did neglect to say that we did have I had a meeting today with representatives of involved communities who are the owners of Live Oak Manor, as well as the security, the regional manager. I had the Housing Corporation on a Zoom. Councilwoman Broussard joined me. Again, them wanting their building permit, again, us saying what we expected of them, for them to have it. And then we followed that up with an afternoon call with the Housing Corporation about what additional measures can we take, what are our, what can we do, what can they do, and so we are continuing to pursue that and work on that on a daily basis with the Live Oak Manor property, but also the other properties that we have problems with, and learning a lot, and hopefully we'll get some results. But we did do that today. And also CPEX had a meeting with our team this week about the nuisance codes, and I think it's next week. Is it next week that they're supposed to present the draft to the team for review? Brian, that's a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so a lot of meetings, so I can't keep all the timelines straight, but CPEX is going to present a draft that's going to be about 80% done of the nuisance code for us to kind of pick away at it, and then we will be giving, once the staff kind of looks for holes in it, and give it to the council to review, and we'll have some public hearings and public input on it before we actually amend the nuisance codes.
So Mayor, our next city council meeting is when, the 21st? 21st. I'm gonna ask that same question again about Stonebridge.
Okay, that's fine, I'll keep on it. Okay, and so that was, I'm sorry to take your spot, but I wanted to mention those two things. Okay, Councilman Broussard?
Great, all good points. The mayor just spoke about Live Oak Manor. There is now another story on KLFY today. I invite you to look at that. I don't think that company is fixing their problems that District D representative has pointed out, and at-large has pointed out, and this entire council has pointed out. So KLFY has a story right now. I want to remind everybody about the Main Street Historic Cemetery Tour this Friday. The Garden Club Pansy Sale and the Rotary Club Po' Boy Sale, both in Magdalen Square, the following Friday on the 17th. And thank you to everybody who came out to the downtown Halloween event that was well attended. Rotary Club gave out 950 children books. The public was They couldn't have been more appreciative and kind, and it was a win-win-win for the Junior Auxiliary and the Abbeville Rotary Club. So we're getting to the good part of the season. We have events coming up, the stroll, the Abbeville Cajun Christmas celebration. Hope we can see everybody there. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, Councilwoman Broussard.
Nothing.
Councilman Campbell.
Two things briefly. This is directed to Brian. The taco place on Charity Street with all the signs in the windows. And to echo what Councilman Truchet said, they want to open, but they can't find workers. Also, they want to serve daiquiris and they're having a difficult time getting licensed.
I don't think they even turned,
Well, I spoke to them personally, that's what they told me. And I just want to congratulate Councilman Touchette for being selected as the superintendent
thank you.
of the Lafayette Parish School Board. Congratulations, Councilman.
Congratulations, sir. When are you going to share the first check with them?
Yes, Chief.
Councilman Touche was talking about Rodeo Road Apartments. They are under fire watch right now. Building 13, the sprinkler system is not working, and the rest of the building has to be updated. So they are under fire watch right now.
Well, and so let me ask you this. I'm gonna tell you this, actually. We need that report turned in to Louisiana Housing Corporation because they are supposed to report that to the Housing Corporation, but what I learned with Live Oak Manor is they never reported their fire, right?
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that Rainey has to contact the Housing Corporation. We need to make sure that that gets to the Housing Corporation, and that's how we're gonna solve those problems.
They are keeping records of everything.
But we need to make sure it gets to the authorities that give them their licensing.
Okay.
So,
Close them all down.
okay,
You shut
all right?
your-
Meeting adjourned.